I am so excited tonight. I am kind of a little bit out of my element. Usually I do these with teachers because I used to be a teacher, but tonight we're going to talk with a bunch of hairstylists. So if you have a hairstylist friend and they are in this group, please tag them below. This conversation is going to be one you definitely want to hear from. But I'm going to go ahead and remove everybody except for my friend Cheryl. I'm going to leave her on, but you're going to be able to hear from everyone tonight. So Cheryl,
Yes,
Cheryl
yes,
and I are good
yes.
friends. We have spent quite a bit of time together on the
Special.
beaches of the world, on cruise ships, most recently in the mountains of California, which has been super fun. But Cheryl, can you kind of chat with everybody about your hairstyle journey? I know it's been a long one, and kind of how Trinot has aided you in your career.
Yeah. I been a real brief, been a hairstylist for 46 years, and I've owned my salon the majority of that time. I fly back and forth from Tennessee to California, Nashville to California, Los Angeles, and still do hair there. Even though I moved here, I've been doing the travel back and forth for 15 years. So with that being said, it's a passion. It's been something that I've always loved, but I love health. So when I found Trinot in last of August in 2022. And I heard about the collagen, and everybody was having issues with their hair with the COVID thing and thyroid and hormone. And we really have never found anything in our industry that worked without side effects and negative side effects. I was like watching a few people. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So I hollered and found out about Trinot and did some research, of course, and went all in. So started taking it right away. Within 2 weeks, I was noticing a lot of things going on in my own personal body. But I mean, and obviously hair grows. So it's not like you're going to see little sprouts coming out in 2 weeks. But overall, for me, the collagen was my vision. And I have probably probably close to about 90 hair clients that I, between there and in Tennessee. So I just started telling everybody about this. And I had people literally that had lost nearly half of their head of hair. I mean, just really bizarre stuff with all that, going on. And, they're devastated. Who wouldn't be devastated if you lost half of your
Sure.
Come on, right?
Sure.
And so they started on it, and we were just monitoring the situation, and they were like kind of skeptical at first. Well, I've been a hairdresser, I've even told other hairdressers, and I haven't heard of that. And I'm like, listen, it's a health and wellness issue. It's not going to be sold at the local salon shop. It's this way. So anyway, with that being said, I had probably 90% of my people on the product using it. I was so thankful for their trust. And they were just calling me with the success, with different things that they were seeing and feeling. So, the collagen was just amazing. And I'm telling you, the people who have seen it, maybe they've stopped for a minute. Like I just had a client in on Saturday. Him and his wife both have them, and he kind of stopped taking it for a little tiny bit. And so he's like, I know, I can tell. So it's powerful. It is a fantastic product. I love it. It works not only for me as a hairdresser, but it's just watching the people kind of come back to life with those kind of things. It's been great for that, for my hair business especially, but for adding income. I also I take all of the Trinot products, every single one. So I could tell you lots of stories about those, but right now I'll just touch on how amazing the collagen has been for the clients, and how truly blessed and thankful that they are to have been able to, experience that, and with their hair being in better shape, all the things with color and chemical, and
I love it.
Hair grows a little faster, but hey.
And Cheryl really has found a ton of success. She's not on my direct downline, but I do know she's on all of our incentive trips. So that tells me that you have found a lot of success with Trinot, which is super, super great.
Love it.
Yeah, I love that.
I love Trinot.
I love it. Okay. The last question I love to always ask is, what is your favorite product and why?
Oh, that's a tough one. Because I really do truly take all of them, but I am going to go with the collagen for me because I can feel it in my entire body. I can feel it in every part of my body. I am going to be 65 years old this year. So,
That is hard to believe.
so
That is awesome.
I need it for my whole
You
body.
do. Still doing hair at 65. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, love it.
All right, Cheryl. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining me
Jackie.
today. I love
Always
you
a
so
pleasure
much.
to be with you. I just adore you.
Oh, you
Thanks.
too. Okay, awesome. Okay, so then the next person we have on here is her name is Monique. Monique is also a hairstylist. So Monique, can you tell us just how has Ternat aided you in your hairstyling career?
Well, it's definitely like, I don't know, revived me in a way, gives you something else to talk about, especially when clients always constantly complain about stuff in their life, right? We
Yeah.
hear all their issues. And now it's really great. I feel like I'm giving them the whole complete package because
Okay.
I align myself as a health and wellness person, anyways, all these years. I'm always trying to tell people, you got to get out there, move your body. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. Trying to find solutions. And now that I feel Trinant gives me that extra added leg up, shall we say, of helping customers not only with their appearance, with their hair and their skin and makeup, but the inside as well. So
I
it
love it.
really, yeah, it really gives me great feeling knowing that I'm helping them beyond the chair.
Okay, that's awesome. I know that hairstylists often are called counselors, like unpaid counselors. And I know for myself too, and I mean, I'm not a hairstylist. Don't get me wrong, I'm on the other side of the chair. I'm in the chair. But when I'm talking to my hairstylist, there's something about it when you're like, somebody's like touching your hair and like pampering you. You do feel like you could like tell them your deepest, darkest secrets. That's so great. Okay, Monique, can you tell us like what kind of success have you had here at Trinot?
Well, I too started off with just the collagen. I was a little overweight and I had knee pain that worsened and traveled up my hip. And Rob had told me about this quite a while ago, and I gave it a try, and I was trying other ones out there. And then I had come back to this because then another one of my hairdressing friends that I met with another company, and she was on it and she got all this great success. So then I'm like, all right, I need to go back and revisit Trinant. And I did. And I'm so happy I did.
That's so
I
awesome.
love it. I love the community.
That's so good. Well, congratulations on all your success. I love that. All right, Monique, tell us, what is your favorite product here?
Well, I would have to say I love everything I've tried so far too, especially the Mojo. But I really like the Transform
Okay.
because I do intermittent fasting.
Okay.
And so that has helped me stay on track. And I tested it out over Thanksgiving and Christmas this past year. And I'm usually the one that will be like, oh, I don't want to eat this or I can't have that. Well, this past holiday season, I had a little bit of everything and I didn't gain a pound.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was amazing for me.
So good. So those of you who don't know, our Transform is our sugar to fiber supplement. You take it before you eat, turns that glucose and the sugar is in it, turns it into fiber. I have been blessed enough to try to be a tester of our new product, Activate, and you're going to love it, Monique, because it will only enhance what you just said, and it's going to help so much. So I love it.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Can't
wait.
wait.
I love it. Well, thank you, Monique, so much for sharing with us today.
Yes, and thank you for having me on. I appreciate this. This is great.
You. Yeah, so good. Okay, so next we have Amy. Amy is actually a former hairstylist. So Amy, can you just tell us a little of your journey, kind of what brought you to Trinot? And then I'd love for you to sprinkle in kind of how Trinot, if you were still a hairstylist, would help you in your career.
So I've been at Trinot since August, and I decided to join due to some issues my husband was having, and I just wanted to feel better overall. And so I decided, well, if I'm going to do it, I'm just going to pick. I have a friend that talked to me for many months before I got started and finally convinced my husband and I to go ahead and jump in. And so we did. And I love every bit of it. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for 30 years. and due to kids, and I've had 6 kids, so I quit doing that. But I used to teach beauty school and do some other different things. But I have a lot of friends in the hairstyle or the cosmetology business, and so I share a lot with a lot of them and what the products can do for their business and for the customers that they have. And I'm working with 2 salons right now. One is my sister, but then another one is in our small town. And they are seeing that having the collagen there, and they are loving it, and the customers are loving it. So
that's awesome. I know for me, even though I'm not a hairstylist, I have a lot of hairstylist friends. And I know that you guys hear a ton about hair loss. How do I get it back? Because I mean, let's be honest, unless you want to put a wig in or maybe extensions on the bottom, but if hair loss is happening up here, there's kind of very little you can do, right? Like as far as like topical creams and things. I mean, I don't really know, but yes. So I know collagen for myself. I've always had thick hair. In fact, I'm always having my girl thin my hair, but she's always amazed every single time. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's the collagen. She's like, it's only been 4 weeks or 6 weeks and your hair is just so much longer and so much thicker.
Yes.
It's just crazy.
So my sister is a hairstylist, so we do each other's hair. Okay. And just watching both of us be on the collagen at the same time, since I do get to play with it a little bit, but I get to see what hers is doing. And it's amazing what the collagen can do for your hair.
I love it. So good. Okay. So Amy, what is your favorite product?
Oh, man. This is such a hard one for me. I'm going to have to go with the Transform, though. It has really, and I'm going to go back to what Monique just said about the Thanksgiving and Christmas when we got to really test on how good the product was. And same, didn't gain weight, didn't do any of that. So that was pretty amazing.
I know. The Transform is so good. I know for myself, it has been very, very helpful. I didn't even know I had blood sugar issues until I started using it. Right. And I was like, oh, I definitely do. So good. All right. Well, thank you, Amy, so much for sharing. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
We have one more guest. We have Ariana.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you so much for being with us today. All right. Tell us, how has Trinot helped you in your hair business?
Oh my gosh. It's been amazing. It's been so amazing. So I have a pretty large salon here in town with 8 different stylists in there.
And where are you at?
So I'm in Spearfish, South Dakota.
Oh, South Dakota. That's awesome.
Yep. So we end up, I think what's been so great about Trinot is on our shelves. I mean, we are covered with different hair products, but to have something that's internal is pretty amazing to have. So what I've done is I've just taken pictures of different hair growth and even just skin things that I've left on the front. So when people walk in, they see that and I carry the product. I mean, it's just made a world of difference. And I've kind of I used myself as a model first. I mean, I was that person. I like to try stuff before I really share about a product. Even though I can read all the reviews, I'm just that person. I want to know that it's really working. I would say in the last month alone, the amount of people that comment on my hair, because I had extreme hair loss after having kids about 7 years ago. And I, as a hairstylist that is capable of getting all of the stuff, I have never had anything that has worked like that. I mean, It's been amazing. It's been crazy. And I think since after COVID, we've seen so much hair loss, alopecia, and and psoriasis. And with Enrich and Glow alone, those 2 things have transformed a lot of my clients, which is just phenomenal. So I love carrying it in my shop. My stylists love it. So it's been pretty great.
That's awesome. Okay. So tell us, what kind of success have you had here at Trinot?
I think success-wise, financially, it's been amazing. I love that it basically pays for all my product and then some. Like I can just really, I am a person I love to even gift. So I've been able to gift some of the bottles of collagen and then people just fall in love with it and they keep sharing. But yeah, so it's helped with a little bit of financial freedom, which is amazing. And watching other people get blessed, so it's been pretty cool. I've loved it.
That's awesome. Okay. And tell me, what is your favorite Trinot product?
So my favorite, I'm going to go to the Glow because I had such drastic results within the first 2 months. I mean, from my face to my hair that people just couldn't help but notice. So if I had to pick one, obviously I'd take them all. Yeah. But if it came down to fight or flight situation, I'm going to have to take the Glow.
I love that. That's so good. Well, thank you so much. Okay, so girls, I'm adding everybody to the stage again. So just so you know, you're all coming back. I did not tell them I was going to do this, but I would love for just one of you or a couple of you, if you want to share, just maybe like put this so everybody knows you're about ready to talk. That what would you say to a hairstylist that's maybe looking for a little extra income? What would you say to them if they were on the fence about joining?
You just got to try it.
Yep. Just jump in. You're not
Yep.
going to regret it. That's the one thing I will say. Use the ripple effect page. Read those testimonies, because I was a stubborn son of a gun that I'm like, no, let me make sure it's working on me. But that is what that page is for. So don't wait for it. Jump in full force. And I think especially as hairstylists, we get so excited and we love to share. I would say just go for it and you will not regret it. You won't.
And they're already trusting us. So I just say, hey, you're already trusting me. I want the best for your hair, because you're going to walk out there and you're going to be representing me. So I definitely want the best for you. So, I was just really asking for their trust, and, it was a blessing that people just really went for it, and the results are there, period. Right, girls? Just
Yes.
fantastic.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you ladies so much for being with me tonight. Again, if you have a hairstylist friend, or if you are a hairstylist, comment below, go back to the person who shared this with you. I know they'd love to give you more information about what's happening right now in our company. We have the most amazing momentum. I have been in this industry for almost 10 years now. I have never seen the kind of momentum that is happening right now in Trinidad. I feel blessed to be part of this industry in this moment of time, to be able to launch such powerful products as these two products are. Plus, of course, the glow. I mean, we all built our businesses on this stuff. So it has been absolutely incredible. It's really funny because I did a roundtable with teachers last week, because I used to be a teacher. Usually that's who I talk to. Everyone said Mojo, and now I talk to these hairstylists and everybody's like, we love the collagen. So it's just really funny seeing the differences between careers. But anyway, God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in. Go back to the program. Thank you all hairstylists for being with me today. I appreciate you all. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
You too.